My name is Chuck Burge. My co-host, Mr. Robert Kenny. Can I get a big hootie hoo for the Owls? Hootie hoo. All right, we got some things going on over on campus. If you don't know about it, there is an active shooter over on KSU campus, or an armed suspect of some sort. So we're trying to catch up with what's going on there. Our guest is stuck on campus and can't be with us this evening because of this. So,
which we're glad he's safe.
We're very glad
lockdown.
Anthony Harrison is safe. So,
but at the same time, for those who don't know, there's a basketball game that was supposed to tip off 30 seconds ago. So there's all sorts of people on campus going
that
to
are still trying to get to the convocation center. So, very fluid situation over there right now, and we don't know what's going on. But I did hear back from someone that said yes. People in the Convo Center are aware that there's an active shooter or an armed suspect on campus, but people are still coming into the arena. So not sure what or when the basketball game will happen or if, but if we know of anything, we'll keep you posted right here on the Owl Show.
Hootie hoo.
Hootie hoo. There you go. So like I said, we'll keep you posted. There are some good things going on this week with the Owls. Robert, you want to start?
Yeah, well, you know, the men's finally lost a game in the ASUN. We had back-to-back games in Jacksonville last week, Thursday and Saturday. Lost to North Florida on Thursday night by 9, and then came back and won the next game against Jacksonville University by 4. So that was a nice. It was a nice comeback. I can remember last year when this team was coming out of the depths towards their first ASUN title and everything else. They had a 2-game road trip down there, and this was a much different one. We didn't have to win both, and splitting it'll be just fine. I think
splitting on the road's never a bad thing.
No, and that's the. College athletes aren't doing long road trips with multiple games very often, so this was it for us, and splitting isn't too bad.
Yep, and we play North Florida tonight. I mean North Alabama tonight, right?
North Alabama tonight.
North Alabama. We have had some track and field going on. We had Coach McDaniel on last week. Did you enjoy him?
I love Coach McDaniel. That was the first time I've actually been able to meet him. I've talked to him one other time, but there was always a softball game at West Cobb's whenever they showed up. But yeah, he's great, and the program he's put together out there is fascinating.
Well, we're very, very appreciative of Coach McDaniel and everything he's done for us on the show. We've had many track and field athletes on the show, and we'll go over some of those in a minute. But why don't we go ahead and get one of our commercials?
Okay, I will go ahead and do a commercial for you.
For Brian Bristow and
you're going to have to watch me do it because Larry's not there to press the little button to make it go away. So it's okay. He's running. He's running back. He's running in the other direction.
He must have saw the shooter.
I counted him out, and now he's just going to town.
Kennesaw Express Loop, Larry.
There are a lot of places to get your oil changed in the Kennesaw area, but if you're looking for a personal experience, then stop in at Castrol Kennesaw Express Loop or Lost Mountain Express Loop. We'll always do our best to get you in and out quickly, safely, and without a whole lot of fuss. We're a true owner-operated business where you'll find Brian under a car or a hood at one of the shops. We offer experienced, knowledgeable technicians and the latest computer software to help you maintain your new car warranty and keep your pride and joy running for the next 100,000 miles. We proudly offer Castrol products.
2 for 2 on that commercial today, baby. Knock it out.
Somebody's getting a job one day. Oh, wait, that's right. I got one.
You got one.
Sweet.
That's cool. All right. So, like we said, track and field has some good things going on this week. As a matter of fact, we had a trio of Owls earn their Athletic Sun Athlete of the Week awards.
That is correct. Jordan Fick won Men's Field Athlete of the Week. Amelia Coker won Freshman of the Week, and Olivia Brown was the Women's Track Athlete of the Week.
That's pretty cool. And of course, we had Sean Said. Was it Sean? Sean Side?
I don't know.
Last week, our show.
Correct. I didn't know what you said.
Well, he set the KSU pole vault record last week.
He set the pole vault record. So Fick finished second in the heptathlon. Coker finished 5th in the pentathlon, and Brown actually won the 60-meter hurdles. The ranking was the fastest time in the ASUN this season, so pretty impressive.
So we're on track on that team.
Lord.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
Things are on track for the KSU track and field team.
And from not the not so distant past, Caroline Cole from the volleyball team got a very cool award. Did you see that?
I did see that.
She
Yeah.
won Atlantic Sun Winner for Life.
Yeah.
And they give one of these out to each school in the conference. And so, she was kind of the quiet one that day.
She's the one that's studying to be an attorney.
That is correct. That is correct. But she's very she was being very careful on the words that she might have used, which obviously is probably one of the reasons why they think she's going to be a winner for life.
Exactly.
But what an awesome honor when there's only one person at your school who can win an award, and they bestow it upon you. That's just incredible.
Yeah. What is up with our women's basketball team? Because I know
the women's basketball team. Old Coach Blue's got them going again, doesn't she?
Yep.
Now they had a Florida. They actually had 3 straight, but only 2 were in Florida. They went against Jacksonville, Stetson, and Gulf Coast. But they beat Jacksonville at home. They beat Stetson at Stetson, and then they lost to Florida Gulf Coast down in Fort Myers on Saturday. We're getting ready to take on. Right now, we're in Florence, Alabama, tipping off.
They play tonight at North Alabama,
At
right?
North Alabama.
Yeah, and they're back home again Saturday.
Saturday at the Convo Center against Central Arkansas.
At what time?
That would be at 2 p.m.
I might go to that game. I might see if I can get some tickets and go to that game.
Do you know some people?
I know a couple of people. Football games Sundays. Football games are Sunday, right?
That is correct. You
Yeah.
don't have to
Even
worry.
if I have to buy a ticket, I might go see Coach Blue
It's
play.
kind of funny how North Alabama's here and we're at North Alabama with the girls, and then it flips on Saturday. We're at Central Arkansas and they're coming here. So
And the girls are here.
yep.
That's wild. That's wild.
So another thing that I wanted to share. There is a contest right now if you're interested in throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game at the Shake this year. So if you can go to the KSU website, they can give you all the information you want. But, I mean, throwing out a first pitch is pretty awesome. I don't care what you do. Where you do
Carrick's
it.
thrown out the first pitch before.
My wife threw out the first pitch at a Kennesaw Mountain high school game. And
Ball
you know,
or strike?
I'm gonna start by saying it was caught. The catcher didn't have to move a lot, and I was the most stressed out person in the building because she's like, well, I'll just throw it in there. I was like, oh, you're just gonna throw it in there, are you? Well, let's go practice. Here, let's measure this out. Here's 60 feet. Wow, is this how far I'm gonna have to throw it? Well, I hope not, but this is why we're practicing. So we did a little bit, and she got it. Like I said, caught the ball. I'm gonna give her a benefit of the doubt and call her a strike 3 looking.
Yeah.
Questionable on the outside.
I have never seen Stormy participate. Well, wait, I have seen her play golf. So I know she does have some athletic skills. But I think she could probably throw a strike from 60 feet. It's actually 60 feet, 6 inches, isn't it?
It is for Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she's that good.
Oh,
No, I like I said, I was nervous, and she did it. So I was very happy about that one.
that's very cool. I've never thrown out a first pitch.
No, there's a little bit of pressure. I don't care how many. I'm a pitcher. I can do this all day long. Yeah, except for right now when they hand it to you and all that other good stuff.
There was a great Big Bang episode where Howard was throw out the first pitch,
The robot.
and he used a robot because he couldn't throw it 60 feet, 6 inches.
And the robot took 9 hours to get
Deliver
out.
it to the strike zone. That's funny. Yeah, so baseball is just around the corner too for KSU. Coach Coe and his squad.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It's not far away at all. Let's see. I was already on the baseball site. Let's see when that first game is. Birmingham on February 16th.
So just around the corner, about 3 weeks away.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. We'll be at Birmingham for 3. see where we go with this season. So we got Birmingham, then we have Mercer, Wofford, Clemson. Always nice to travel to the big park and compare yourself to the big boys.
I've never been to any. Georgia Tech has a really great college baseball field.
Absolutely.
But I've never really been to any others. I've seen them. I was on Auburn's campus once, and they had a nice baseball field. But I imagine most colleges have a pretty nice baseball field.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about a college baseball field is you don't have to go crazy with the stands. You design a great looking field where, whether it be bricks down the side or, whatever your motif is, and then, you put a fair amount of seats up to where you're not asking the world to show up, but it's fun going to baseball games at different parks, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been to a few major league parks, been to some minor league parks. Coolest place I ever went was Dr. Pepper Field in Frisco, Texas.
I remember you telling me this story.
Yeah, very neat with condominiums up and down the foul lines.
Right down the lines.
Right down the lines, that's cool. But another place is Boardwalk in Baseball. I don't even think it's there anymore. It used to be down in Kissimmee, Florida. And saw Bo Jackson there play one day in an exhibition game, Kansas City Royals. Hit a ball that went over the 400-foot sign, and it was still going up. I've never seen a baseball hit that far in my life.
And this is a tangent for something for another day possibly, but don't ever believe those StatCast things about how far that ball went. Like you said, when Bo's hit something, it was still going up. So they're like, well, that's 420 feet. No, this one was 422 feet. That one was still on this trajectory. Yeah. I sometimes watch a home run at Truist, and I'm like, there's no way that thing would still be traveling if there wasn't a wall there. So
yeah.
But no, the men's team, we've got Kentucky on the schedule, Georgia Southern. So lots of good stuff. Mercer a couple times, Georgia State, Georgia Tech. So long season, lots and lots of baseball.
And just remember, this is not even ASUN yet. I mean, Conference USA yet. We're still playing under ASUN umbrella. But next year, how much different all our sports team schedules are going to look. How different.
So much travel time. That's going to be the big thing is, and we talk about it all the time. The money makers for sports are basketball and football. But when the girls volleyball team or the guys track and field team has to go to New Mexico, and then it has to go right back to go to El Paso, and then it has to go back to go to
Austin for the finals. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's a lot of gas money.
Yeah,
that's Larry type gas money. You got to be from Liechtenstein to be able to Liechtenstein to have those types of that type of money.
Yeah. So we talked about we have an intern named Adam Crooks, and fortunately for us, he's not here tonight, nor was he last week. But we have a little competition coming up in the spring for Adam. And right after our commercial from Alvin Jameson, we're going to talk a little bit about this and what we think this should look like.
I'm excited.
Hey, Alvin Jameson here, the mortgage guy. Are you looking to get pre-approved for a home loan? Or maybe you want to build a house from the ground up? Are you curious, or better yet, is your significant other on your back about making renovations in your current home? Call me. I have options for you. All self-employed individuals. Are you torn between writing off all your income or having to show your income to qualify for a house? I have a third alternative for you. Whether you're a W-2 employee, self-employed individual looking to do a purchase or pull money out of your current house, or better yet, we can't forget the investors out there. If you have that high interest rate, hard money loan and looking to refinance out of it, again, give me a call. I have options. Below are the states that I'm personally licensed in. Call me, 404-587-9033. Again, 404-587-9033. Visit the website, Alvin Jameson.
For being a sponsor of the Owls Who Live Sports. Good news from the Convo Center. They are playing basketball. So just got a text from Garrett Brackett, friend of the show. And he said, we are here and the game is on. So I'm not sure that they've started yet or not, but I've asked him to keep us abreast of what's going on at the Convo Center. So, so I would say ATI is, our intern is, he's worked out a lot, so I wouldn't say he's slight. Well, how would you characterize ATI, Robert?
He's non-athletic.
Physically, I'm talking about.
He's non-athletic with an athletic soul.
In other words, he wants to be an athlete.
Yeah, he's like
but
me.
got no
Yeah,
shot.
Man, I wouldn't really. I understand the game extremely well. Why can't I just do this? So, when we started dreaming up the Adam Decathlon, it was just kind of like a mockumentary, if you will, but.
Oh, I like that word, mockumentary.
It's actually gaining a little bit of steam.
A little traction, yeah.
Every athlete KSU Owl that we speak of, like, hey, would you be interested in embarrassing Adam in your sport of choice? They all seem like they are right there and right on board.
So we're looking for 10 ATI Cathlon events. And right now we have a foot race with someone.
We have a foot race
with Kendall.
From Kendall, who graduated from Kennesaw Mountain High School. Now she's an Owl. She'd like to sprint against him, and according to Kendall, she's willing to do it down the sidewalk right here on Chastain. Yeah, we're gonna up the ante a little bit on that.
Is she going to give him a head start or anything?
No, we talked about that. I said, are you going to play him like the freeze, where you like hang out and you're texting on your phone as Adam's running away? And I think she's just wanting to make sure she stomps him, so I don't think she's going to give him a head start.
Oh, so we know we've got that one, right? We know we have a foot race, right?
We've got
that. Event number 2, we know we have volleyball.
We have volleyball. What we'd like to do with volleyball is see if Adam can stop a few spikes
with something other than his face.
Well, he's going to have to wear a mask because he might lose a tooth, even though it's a volleyball. That ball's soft. Not when it's coming in that fast.
Not when Maggie's hitting it.
Yeah. And
Maggie's what, 6'3"?
I
think that's what she is.
She's going to hurt him. She's going to hurt him.
Yeah, and then we'll have the competition.
So, then we got volleyball. And then we haven't spoke to any of the soccer players, but we love to do penalty kicks.
So let's put that one on the list.
So penalty kicks, typically it's 5. So we'd ask for, we could ask for any of you soccer athletes.
Well, maybe 5 different athletes. 5 different soccer players. Take a kick.
That's correct. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's it'd be 5, but it doesn't have to be your best 5. It doesn't have to be the other 5. It can be any 5. I'm confident in as Adam, he and I were talking about it, and he said, well, that's kind of easy because, you're basing everything on this. I said, right. If you've done it 4 bazillion times, that's how
like
it looks.
Mia Hamm. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's a decent chance that a couple of these people might decide to kick it through Adam. Where you go right down the middle, like, I hope you don't move, and I'm just going to put this thing in the middle of your chest.
There you go.
Knock him straight
and knock you back straight into the net.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those are 3 that we definitely, or 2 that we definitely have, right?
We also have the javelin, remember?
Correct. We have throws from track and field. So, we
had that javelin player on that was challenging.
Correct. Or
who was that?
Or it's not Kyrie.
Callie?
It's not Callie Terza. It's I can pull her
the
up.
girl from Canada, right?
That is correct.
Callie and
let's see here. I can pull it up real quick. Track and field.
So we can have 2 track and field events as long as they're different events.
I think we're actually
going to have several.
I think we're going to need at least a 3rd track and field event to make it all happen. And if we
need a long jump in there.
He can barely get across these wires.
No, not her. Kaylee Clark.
Yeah, Kaylee Clark. Yeah, Kaylee and Callie.
Yeah. So Kaylee Clark is going to throw things further than him.
And I did run into Aaron from women's golf coach, at a basketball game. She
Love
said
it.
she'd be able to put up a golfer to have like a 9-hole putt off with Adam or something.
There's so many different things. It could be like
We need
closest
to
to
have
the pin.
a pitch, putt, and drive.
Yeah.
Putt and drive. That would be fun.
Well, no, and to Larry's point, Adam might hit a miracle putt that just makes him gleam from ear to ear.
That we'd never hear the end
I
of.
want to see the pitch and the drive so that I can knock him back
Yeah.
down. Because, like I said, he could do one of those things extremely well.
Okay, so we've got 4 events then.
So we have soccer, we have volleyball, we've got sprints, we've got throws, we'd like golf.
So we need 5 more events.
All right, so here we go.
What would you like to see those 5 events to be?
Oh, no, we've already got those. We've already got
You've
those.
already
Well, we
got
need
those?
to have a basketball event.
Clearly, we're doing basketball. Now, he says he wants to play the best shooter on the women's team in a game of horse.
Or a game of owl.
I personally am advocating for ATI and Chuck Stone to play a quick game of one-on-one.
I'm all for that.
or even a game of horse where Chuck just takes him way downtown. Like, can you even throw it that far? I don't even know.
Yeah.
So basketball's there.
Well, ATI wants the one-on-one. He doesn't want the horse. He wants the one-on-one.
Correct, but he's embarrassing himself by his lack of understanding on how bad the one-on-one is going to work. Well, I realize she's a
Even
girl.
against the girls' team,
Oh,
he would get
good
smoked.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, not a dig to anybody. We're just pointing out that he's going to get dominated in all these sports.
How about a field goal kicking contest?
So
Is that
for
something you have on your
football,
list?
Absolutely. So there's a couple things with football. I think a field goal kicking contest is great because it's very basic. You don't need anybody to compete against. You line them up at the 5-yard line. Here's a 15-yarder, a 20-yarder.
Oh, but we want him to compete against somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But we could make that Larry possibly. The other thing that I think would be fun with football would be the drills.
The tackling dummy.
Well, I was going to say
Anybody can tackle that dummy.
the sled.
The sled.
Sled
Yeah.
would be
where
fun.
you're hitting the sled and you're trying to push it,
Drive it
or,
10 yards
or
away.
even
With me and you standing on it, yelling at it.
oh yeah,
That would be cool.
You're worthless. No, but whenever they have the thing where you're going through the obstacle course, fast
ropes.
feet.
Yeah.
Obviously we'd love to have them have a competition in that as well. And then softball and baseball.
How about tennis?
How about softball? I want to see Adam digging in with our best softball pitcher on the mound.
Somebody like a Jenny Finch.
Oh Lordy!
I love me some Jenny Finch. So
Tennis.
softball would be good.
And absolutely, and with tennis, and we don't have to make it a whole match. Can you return this serve?
Yeah.
It's real simple.
Yeah.
Can you return this serve? Here
Yeah.
he comes. Okay, you did horribly at that. Let's see if you can hit a serve past them.
You know what I'd love to
that's
see
all
is
right.
where would he stand to think he could stand to return the serve? I mean, would he be like 5 feet in front of the baseline? Would he be
Oh.
10 feet behind the baseline?
I'm a horrible tennis player, but you watch the person doing it and you kind of gauge out, well, it's going to take me this long to get into this position and everything else. And you start doing the math accordingly. So,
Yeah. I used to play 3.5 USTA tennis. I was a pretty good tennis player. We won. We went all summer one year and lost one match, and totally my fault. I'm sorry, Donna. I just couldn't play that night. I don't know what it was, but I would love to see him play some tennis. Yeah.
oh, absolutely. There's no, just because, once again, tennis is great because it can be a really quick competition. There doesn't have to be a lot of time devoted. We can have 10 minutes over at the courts and we're done with that competition.
Larry, you got something to say? You look like you got something to say. No? Okay. All right. So that takes us up to 8. Is that where we are?
So we have soccer, sprints, throws, volleyball, sled work, field goal, softball, basketball, golf,
And
tennis.
So we got them all.
Now, just looking down the list, make sure we didn't leave anything out.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm looking at.
I don't think cross country is a possibility.
No,
That's
but I think it would only be fair to the lacrosse team to have somebody throw something at him really, really hard.
especially since Laura was our first guest on the show. So,
Absolutely.
So let's throw a lacrosse event in
So-
there. Maybe take out one track and field.
Well, or maybe he doesn't do sled work since we don't think that one's going to go very well for him anyway. But yeah, with something like lacrosse, we can talk him into. We're going to put all this stuff on you,
All the gear.
and then the goal for lacrosse is really small. So
Oh, yeah?
you got a great chance, Adam.
That would be fun.
Oh, it'd be a lot of fun.
That
It
would be a lot of fun.
And I think that would cover every sport that we pretty much bring to the table here at KSU, and make him a cult hero.
Or a cult goat.
Or a guy who's, on Nip and Tuck sometimes. Or maybe that new show. They got that new one I keep seeing the commercials for. Botched.
Botched. I've not heard of Botched
No, I
yet.
haven't either.
It's the new show about your plastic surgery that did not go well. It's Botched.
Oh, I can relate to that. Although it wasn't plastic surgery. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I think this is an incredible list. We're just going to have to iron out a day, and then we'll just start contacting these coaches and going, step by step to what it's going to take to get them in.
Why don't we shoot for Masters Week? And that way it'd be the Masters Decathlon.
April.
Yeah. And then we'll see what we can do.
Well, I think it's going to. I don't think we're going to be able to do this all in 1 week. I think this is.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do it all in one day.
Well, but there's going to be a lot of stuff we have to figure out.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts. We'd love to have the softball people, but this is in the middle of the softball season, so
Right.
Different things have
It's going to have to be over a period of time.
It might be. It might not have to be. We still push for 1 day. Man, can you imagine how well that boy would sleep that night? As long as he gets out of the hospital in time.
Yeah. All right, why don't we go ahead and do our
Final commercial.
final commercial, and I'm trying to check on the KSU score here.
Or the active shooter. Tired of going to the same old places for the same old thing? American Access has your solution. Whether you're looking for something new to do before or after the game, bachelor or bachelorette party, or somewhere new to take those out-of-town guests, American Access with their 3 Atlanta locations are ready for you. Each and every location is conveniently and not coincidentally located next to a brewery. Look us up at American Access or give us a call at 678-763-3635 to schedule your next adventure.
And we thank you, Dan Fisher, for being a sponsor of the Owls Who Live Sports here at Miller's Ale House on a wonderfully wet Wednesday night.
Yes, it is.
Good news is there is a game going on at the Convo Center, and the Owls are up 28-17 halfway through the first half. So we got a nice 11-point lead, and obviously there's more shooting going on in the Convo than there is anywhere else. So that's pretty good. We don't want any more.
Exit stage left.
We don't want any shooting going on anywhere but the Convo.
That is correct.
So that's a very, very good
Only
thing.
basketballs.
Only basketballs. That's right. Larry's bringing something over. What's Larry got?
It's a text message from a childhood friend.
Hey, Larry, you look so cute. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. According to Twitter, people who listen to police scanner apps, apparently near campus, a car was stolen with gun-wielding preps, and they fled onto campus after being chased and possibly ditched the car and are on the run with the guns. Thus, basketball building secured and shelter in place still on. So, all right, cool. So, take care of yourselves over there at KSU.
Absolutely.
And
Safety to everybody who's at the Convocation Center. I'm sure the police will be in the parking decks and making sure everybody gets home safely from that event after a big KSU win.
Yep. Go Owls. Have we got anything else to share before we sign off this evening, Robert?
No, sir. I think we're good to go, and we just look forward to there not being a active shooter on campus next week, and bringing a couple guests on here for everybody's enjoyment.
Yeah, just got a couple more texts. It says now we're only up 28-23. And Will Renfro says, we are fine. So glad I was paying attention.
There you go. There you go.
So we'll abbreviate this show because of what's going on over at campus, where we have updated you on what's going on and everything that we know. And we will be back next Wednesday with a full show. Robert, always good to be with you. Larry, the engineer, thank you so much. And until next week, hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo.